Welcome to ITTV Global Media, and we have Shankar out here who will be having a conversation on Global Summit, the Thai Global Summit 2022. So, what are you expecting in the next 3 days?
When it comes to the entrepreneurship and startup, this is one of the platform where people aspire and then being a part of this. Learning aspects, connecting, networking, and get to know what's happening around the world first. And then each of them got their uniqueness, and there is already also a space where they wanted to put their things to a perspective. It may be from their investment point of view, or maybe expand their businesses outside as well. But the learning aspects in this kind of a platform are tremendous, and most of the startups may be not knowing it, and that's where the more going out kind of aspect from the charter members or maybe from global team is like getting the entire world in a one location. It's like a gala party kind of a thing for the startups, for the entrepreneurs. So what more they can ask into that? So that's the perspective.
So this gala party has a lot of masterclasses, a lot of events, I think so. And as I see this to be a big Shark Tank, what do you think about it?
Oh, it's more than a Shark Tank. So Shark Tank is like kind of a 20 to 30 minutes kind of a thing, but this gives lifelong connect and engagement kind of opportunity. So it may be from the angels who's operating into that. So they not only assess you for a 10-15 minutes, but they give you learning for the rest of the possibilities which can explore and expand kind of a thing. So Shark Tank is just an element. This is animal on its own. So the big yeah.
The bigger animal. So I think as we're talking about sharks, let's not forget we have a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of startups. So I would just like to ask you, who is your favorite entrepreneur?
So I would say Paytm founder is my favorite. Shankar is my favorite entrepreneur. Like somebody who smashed into the technology, maybe the area where nobody had thought of, and made it huge, and everybody's copying, and that's something you have to make impact in lives. Yeah, that he's my favorite.
I think copying is an art, which I totally understand. But as we are talking numbers and stats every single day, do you think as you have chosen Paytm as your role model, do you think Paytm is really growing the way it should be?
So when you look at the numbers, yeah, they are making losses. They are not making investors happy for sure. But in a perspective of what social impact they have created, they are still the best for me. Yeah, if you don't talk about the investor perspective, as a social perspective, they are the best. Yeah, as an investor, they have to move in a profitability area. They have to figure out how they can move to profitability.
That's great. So I would just like to ask you your name, sir.
Jitendra.
Okay, Jitendra, as you look like a bright future entrepreneur. What mantras do you have, and what are you expecting out of this next 3 days with Thai Global Summit 2022? What do you think you'll be able to learn?
I hope we get some business from here.
We got a lot of business, okay. Everything boils down to business. So my friend is expecting a business out here. So you already have an idea.
So we already have a startup, registered startup. We call it Aerogo. So we are here to connect with people. I think they will give us business basically.
That's great, that's great. And as we have one of our really handsome netizen, so yes, your name?
Chandrakant, CK.
Okay. Chandrakant, we know Chandrakant by a lot of stuff, okay? And I'm so glad you're here in Thai Global Summit 2022. So what do you think will be your takeaway in the next 3 days?
I believe I'm here participating in the Thai Global Pitch Fest, and we are here mainly to network, to understand what the world has to offer to us as students. And I think the potential that we students can bring to India, the impact that we can create, I think the word has to go out to the world, especially the students out there, that it is not that impossible to be present in such a global platform like this, and growing from here, it's just a beginning for all of us, and I think there's a huge way for all of us to go.
Great, and I would like to call everybody and say that ITTV Global Media will be taking care of the Thai Global Summit 2022, and there'll be a lot of information coming away. So do like, subscribe, and share. What do you think, sir? We should.
Some of you simply wanted in that case. So we have 50 plus chapters, Thai global chapters across the globe, and are participating here. And nearly more than 700, 800 charter members are participating, and more than 2,000 associate members part of that. And plus 40, 50 women entrepreneurs today are pitching in and for their investment. So that's a big part of this activities itself. And they're going to go live in the evening session and tomorrow morning as well. And third one is like all the the activities which has been summed up from last 1 year. So they'll also be acknowledged and also been respected in that the platform. So that's kind of bringing together the entire year of activities in this kind of engagement. So that's a big thing to happen for anybody, any startup for that matter.
Wow, that is a huge thing to actually think of. But I'm glad to meet you all. Do stay connected. I'll be there tomorrow and day after to see what have you learned and how many changes you have got. And luckily, if you get some investors, bingo. Thank you. Stay in touch. ITTV Global Media, the voice of engineers.